All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday. It's time for Malzberg's Media Madness. And joining us this week is Rich Noyes, Research Director for Media Research Center and Senior Editor of Newsbusters.org. Rich, welcome aboard. So much going on in the abortion statements of Donald Trump. You know, Katrina Pearson, his spokesman today on one of the networks, has said, hey, you know, he misspoke. He said it almost immediately after he made a mistake. People make mistakes. And she hearkened back to this from Barack Obama with Stephanopoulos in '08. Watch.
You're absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely right that has not come my Christian faith.
I mean, you know, nobody cared about that.
No, that was a candidate where the media wanted to help him clean up his mistakes. This is a candidate, Donald Trump, where the media want to pound on his mistakes, pound his candidacy, and pound him out of the presidential race. I mean, look at Barack Obama's 2008 candidacy. He was a hero. No candidate's gotten better press running for president than Barack Obama. And I don't think any candidate's gotten worse press in recent times running for president than Donald Trump. They're night and day as far as the liberal media are concerned.
I couldn't agree more. All right, let's talk about speaking of Muslims. I mean, imagine if this were a Democrat who did this. I mean, well, it is a Democrat. I mean, imagine if it was a Republican. Harry Reid, who got away with lying and admitting basically that he lied about Mitt Romney 4 years ago on the floor of the Senate when he said he didn't pay one dime in income tax for 10 years, and now he's proud of it. No repercussions there. Now, according to a Muslim gentleman who's running for a House seat from Nevada, Harry Reid told this guy that a Muslim cannot win election, and this has been totally ignored.
Well, I checked. It's gotten 43 seconds of coverage on MSNBC at 5:30 in the morning yesterday. So there's something. Now, this reminds me of the case where Harry Reid, back in the 2008 election, told Mark Halperin and John Heilman that he thought Obama would do well because he was a light-skinned African American with no Negro dialect.
Right.
We went through that coverage. It came and went after 4 days, but of the soundbite, 71% were supportive of Harry Reid. The media were helping to cover for him then. Now they're covering up for him now.
It is so disgusting. And not even to mention, you know, you would think, I can't remember. I mean, I don't know if you do, and I don't think it's ever happened, where the front runner for one of the parties, who's going to be the nominee, presumptively here, is under FBI investigation. And now we find out that the head of the FBI, according to reports, is going to sit down with Hillary Clinton, and they're talking about Trump, who's misspoke and then took it back 5 seconds later. And Hillary, FBI, schmine, nobody cares. And listen to what Cokie Roberts said on Morning Joe the other morning.
What I took out of that story, a big story about the FBI and all of that, was that 147 FBI agents are focused on this. I mean, don't they have other problems?
They actually downsized that number.
Now they're claiming it's closer to 50.
It's only 50.
Only, yes. They can breathe the
There's no crime in the country they should be worrying about.
What is wrong? What is wrong with her?
Well, she doesn't want this story to be investigated. I mean, you know, she almost called it a third-rate burglary. You know, she's trying to minimize this. You know, this is the same press that it was not that long ago. You know, morning, noon, and night, all they cared about was who leaked Valerie Plame's name to Robert Novak. They wanted Karl Rove's skin. They wanted Louis Libby's skin. You know, they wanted everything. And then it turned out the wrong guy leaked the name, and they sort of it all went away after that. But that was, you know, a big FBI investigation, independent prosecutor. They were out for blood in that case. This one, with the potential next president of the United States of America, mishandling secure information and possibly having conflicts of interest between, you know, what's going to be discovered in those emails between her State Department and the Clinton Foundation. They don't want to look. You know, I guess, you know, look, see no evil, hear no evil.
Right. Don't they have crimes to investigate? Well, duh, I think they are. And which brings us to another story. And by the way, all these stories are on newsbusters.org, ladies and gentlemen. ABC and NBC and the Spanish networks failed to cover a recent judge's ruling, and there have been two of them, that ruled in favor of Judicial Watch against Hillary in this whole scandal. And let's watch some of this.
Narrowing the enthusiasm gap is even more difficult with continued questions about Clinton's use of a private email server. Scott, in addition to the ongoing FBI investigation, a federal judge ruled today that Clinton and her top aides could also be questioned in one of the related civil cases.
So to their credit, CBS did cover it, but ABC, NBC, and the Spanish networks did not. We got 30 seconds.
Right. I was going to say, that's all of the CBS coverage. That was 16 seconds. I mean, look at how much time they spent this week on 2, 3, 4 different Donald Trump stories, going to town on that. This is, we're getting some word that this is going to be coming up in the next few days. This is a big story involving the probable nominee of the Democratic Party, and all they had time for is 16 seconds.
Rich, great work. Thank you very much. Everybody check out newsbusters.org, and we're coming back with the former Deputy Assistant Attorney General, John Yoo. Don't go away.